I really try to look at Valentine's Day as like a day of love for Logan. Logan was charming, he was funny, he loved to play baseball, was very close to his brother growing up. Logan always wanted friendships. That was really a big thing for him. Like, he was always wanting to be like loved and liked, and he wrestled with that when he was younger. As he kind of grew, you know, he started to get more friends, I think, through high school, but that's when he started, I think, wrestling with, as all kids do, you know, choices. You know, what do I do? What do I not do? The day before Valentine's Day, we had actually gotten a text message from him, which was our last text from him, and he just said, good morning, Mom and Dad. Just want to say I love you, which was a great last text to get from him. And from what we know, he was really upset the night before Valentine's Day. His girlfriend and him were arguing, and they were on FaceTime for about 5 hours. She saw him take a pill at some point towards the end of their conversation. They were on the phone till about 7:30 in the morning, Valentine's Day morning, and he started to fall asleep, which was him dying, but she did not know that. We received a phone call at 8:37 on the 14th that we needed to call the police department. UWM. So we drove down there. We found out when we got there. The police, you know, talked to us, and we did go up to see him in his bed, because that's where he passed. So that's kind of how we found out. In a way, it was like, I think it gave us like a confidence and a power, like we need to speak out. We need to do something. And I think that was kind of the kickstart of us really trying to get in touch with different people and really working on getting our meeting with Tommy Thompson and trying to get help in the dorms, in the schools, realizing that after Logan's death, nothing was really done at the university. There was no alert that went out. There was no like, hey, this is going on in this area. There was no caution warning. You know, they get weather alerts. They get a lot of other alerts. But this was so eye-opening when Michelle and I talked, because her son passed away, 8 months later. And I always wonder, if there would have been posters up at UWM, if there would have been education for incoming freshmen, would her son have maybe never taken the pill he took? So that's why I think it became so important to us. As we were comparing notes, we realized they both passed away at UWM, both attended UWM, they were both freshmen, and they both passed away from a pill in the same dorm at Sandburg North. So it was just, we were both just like, oh my goodness, seriously, this is like amazing. Like, it was weird. It was just a weird connection. Before Logan's death, we all had felt like we lost part of him already because of the drugs. And so we were already dealing with a lot of loss of our family unit. And so we were trying to get help even earlier than that. The death changed the type of loss we were feeling, and it was a finality and a loss of hope because we lost the future with him. I believe firmly that Logan died on Valentine's Day, not in a sad way like, oh, it's Valentine's Day and this is a sad thing. I feel like he was chosen by God. I feel like he was rescued on the day of love because God just knew that was what was best for him. So that's really important. That is kind of my saving grace when I get really down, is like, I just say, you know what, God knew. I think sometimes people think, well, it's going on a year, so it must be better. And when a parent loses a child, it's not better. It's no different today than it was the day we found out. You know, you listen to a song, or you'll have a trigger, or you'll see something, and you just break down. I mean, it happens almost every day. It's been rewarding to try to get help and to speak out, which is what we're trying to do, is trying to get education out there for families. One of the biggest things that I feel like has been helpful, that we've been trying to get across, is that we don't want to speak out and just say don't do drugs. Like, there's so much more to it than that right now. You know, this isn't just another just kids don't do drugs, because we have a drug problem in our world, but we have to respond to it. And the universities need to respond to it, and parents need to respond to it, and other kids need to respond to it. So we've been kind of just channeling our grief in that way.